Does light have its own will? A lot of this goes into the nature of light itself. It's like, what is light? What kind of light are we talking about? And light, if you look at the highest light, the light of infinity, and focus on that, that light is actually the highest vibration that is coming out of pure consciousness. So in a sense, it is that the underlying substrate of creation itself. So that light, we may want to personify it in certain ways because we want to understand it. And so we may try to look at its intentions and behaviors the way we look at a human being. But in fact, it doesn't have anything like that. It firstly is impersonal. And right there is the leap. So if somebody is impersonal, can you even say they have a will? Right? Usually to have a will, there has to be an entity. And if there's no entity, can you really talk about will? So light, even though we have the word light, it's not an entity per se. There's no boundaries to it. There's no edges to it. And so since it's infinite and unbounded, it's clearly not an entity of anything that we can ordinarily, point to. So because of that, we can only talk about characteristics of light or in very general ways, and not so much as a will per se. Will suggests volition, which requires somebody who has that volition. So in that sense, I would say light does not have a will. But it sure has certain ways of being. And so those are things we can explore and understand. For example, we might say the characteristic of benevolence, is a quality where light is wanting this goodness for everybody and everything. So it's just its nature. It's not as if it's being willed in that way. It's just its nature. So that's just one example, but that's how I look at a light. And so it's not so much that you would attribute a will to it. When you choose light, life becomes increasingly joyful, purposeful, and inspired. I invite you to join me to explore the realms of light, the infinite possibilities that light offers.